Howdy y'all. So I'm going to run through how we do 3D rendering and segmentation in a Viso Lite here at the microscopy lab and what we did for my sample. So here we're looking at a slice of our 3D computed or CT scanned fossil, and the fossil comes to us in slices. So we see this sample has 524 slices, and what we're looking at is the XZ orientation, which is the height. So imagine if our sample was on a table, and we're going to go from looking at the face touching the table to all the way up to the one you're looking at. So we're moving through this fossil right now, and we see these little shapes in which we know to be our roots. So if we wanted to 3D render this, we'd go over here to the paintbrush, we'd adjust the size, you're going to see a marquee, and you're going to outline or draw the loose shape of what you're looking at. Now here I'm just going to do them real quick, but the idea is that you are getting the shape of what you're wanting, and once you get that shape, you'll add it to the correct material, you'll outline it, and you'll hit the little plus, and you'll add it to, and it'll turn this color outline of your sample. And so we see the roots moving through our sample. We actually see some pretty cool branching right here, and we can track them as they go through the fossil. And not only can we see them in this orientation, but we can see them in our other orientations as well, and the 3D model itself. So we come over here, we can see it. The red is what we just added, and we can see the rest of it. So it's pretty neat work that I've been doing this summer. And so not only can we see it in this model, but if we go back to the project, this is the slice that we were just looking at over in the segmentation tab. We can add a surface view, and when we do, bam, we see our 3D model. I'll get rid of this slice so that we can see it in its entirety. So we get the surface view model of what was done in the segmentation tab, and I'm going to change some things here. And not only can we see the outside, but we can also now track the inside of how these roots are moving. So from beginning to end, we can see our roots and the inside of them, and gather even more data from those root samples. And so now what we're going to look at is just a rotating image of the model itself. And so what we can now further do with this model, so this is a surface model, we can export it from a Viso and do 3D printing of this model, and we can cut out certain roots that we don't want or don't need, and really hone in on certain ones if we want to. But either way, actually now create a model, and even a model to scale and size, because these are about 24 millimeters high, and do further kind of explanation and visualization of this. So this visualization aspect of our work is really, I think, the most important, because you're looking at a two-dimensional rock. What information are you really going to get from that? So it's pretty cool. And all of these colorful roots that we really wanted to use, so now we have a place for them, and we're using them. So thank y'all, and I hope y'all maybe learned a little bit more into the process that we do 3D rendering and segmentation.